What is up, dudes and dudes to the internet? My name's Scythe. We are back again for some more Trove and the XB1. Did I scare you? Good. Anyways, folks, we got some exciting things to talk about today. First of all, I'm being attacked. Which this is just normal if I log on during the day, and I have to log on during the day. Sorry I haven't done a live stream in a while, folks. I've just been extremely busy. I'm hoping that I can end up doing a live stream very soon. Next stream that I'm going to do is probably going to be the Xbox, just because I kind of need to do that. But we got some exciting things to talk about. First and foremost, let's just get right into it. The Megalithic update, hashtag confirmed, is coming out on June. The devs have not actually talked about the specific release date, which means that June 10th is actually looking more and more exciting. But they actually, like, this is exciting, folks, because the devs have confirmed, and they did talk about how the Megalithic update is done. It's finished. They've got it all here. They've got it all ready. It's already done. And they actually just sent it in to, I'm guessing, Microsoft and Sony for the quality check or whatever ends up going around with all that console stuff that I don't know, right? But either way, it just has to end up being approved, and they have said that it was going to end up releasing maybe a week or two into June. So I don't know. It's gonna be pretty quick, pretty soon at least. Like that's very exciting. And then I do have another video that talked about it. Hopefully it should already be out by the time this one reaches all of you folks. But I did have a video talking about the subclasses and stuff like that because, well, the devs ended up finally leaking a little bit of information as far as that stuff is concerned. Now, we won't get into all of the details about all of that because, you know, you can just refer to that other video. I'll be sure to have a link in the description to it. But in any case, it seems like it's going to end up being something a little bit more complicated than we all initially thought. Because what I was worried about was it was just going to end up being something very, very simple of just like taking a passive ability. But in one of the screenshots that they ended up showing, the Draco actually was using the Ice Sage's barrier. So that hashtag confirms that we're going to have certain active abilities. Now, there's lots of speculations, you know, as to whether or not, like, are you going to actually have a key to activate those abilities? Or is it just going to, someone come play this dungeon? Okay. Or is it just going to end up being something very simple where it's just going to be a rechargeable passive that's going to actively activate on its own? I don't know, but in any case, very, very exciting news. Like, seriously, I am all about that right now, but I don't want to repeat too much of the information. We do have a couple shoutouts that we're going to be doing today for sure, and I do want to say thank you to the new leader and officers that have been managing Jub in my absence. It's been really, really helping me out. Like, seriously, thanks, guys. It really is awesome that I can just kind of focus more on the content and focus more on getting all of this news to all of you as quickly as possible. So let me get my list of shoutouts here. We may actually be missing like some details to the shoutouts, and then there's a couple people that I'm sure I'm missing that I didn't end up getting from the other officers today. But we've got Long Integer donate a bunch of pinata heads and mounts and stuff like that. Very, very cool because he actually is the #1 for mastery on Xbox and throws contests and parties like all over the place. Because if you're in the top for the mastery list, you're gonna end up getting, let's actually take a look at that. Where's the leaderboards? There it is. Because if you're at the top for mastery, you're going to end up, oh, it's the old system. Ooh. So that's pretty crazy, dude, because that means that, yeah, things with that are going to end up being nuts. Because when the big update, there he is right there, awesome, dude. When the big update ends up hitting, the Megalithic update, he's not going to be getting those pinatas anymore. It's actually going to be the top 10 for mastery are going to end up getting, I think it's like 300 pinatas. So not more of the #1 person, which on consoles, it might actually not be too bad. It's actually pretty good, like the leaderboards. On PC, it's rigged. 100%, it's stupid. Devs don't seem to realize how rigged it is because, for example, like I'm just gonna say here, I'm a bit salty about it because the only thing that I'm missing on the PC, as far as mastery is concerned, is my Obsidian fishing badge. And I would normally actually be pumped to actually go for it if I had the spare time, and fishing dance suck. But most of all, because if I thought for 2 seconds that I would actually be top 10 mastery. However, on the PC version, you got these people at the top that end up getting codes for mounts and content that isn't in the game. That oddly still gives them mastery. Like, there's just these items that just do it, that, you know, the devs haven't gone into the old code to actually make it fair for everybody. So I just wanted to kind of give you a quick fun fact about that, right? Then we've also got Biased Crayfish. Biased, maybe? I don't know. Silk Cristiano as well. Here we go. Let's go over to this dungeon. And by go over to it, I mean let's go over to this dungeon because I don't want to try and climb the other one. And then we got RXM. Donate a bunch of stuff. Burninator HD. Get on there, please. Candy Barb, get on there. Here, we actually generated the 3-star boss right here, which is really, really nice because otherwise normally he just generates like way at the top. I like how I used my ult, but it didn't cast. You all saw the animation, and now it actually cast. Like, Jiminy Jillikers, they gotta fix that, dude. Then we've also got Soul Z. He's got 3 E's in his name. Zekru, who also gave a bunch of things for giveaway, which was a lot of that was actually those winter styles in the last episode that we threw away. Sorry I didn't give you a proper shout out for that one, buddy. And then Manu Lay donated a bunch of stuff as well. Now that's another thing too. I did make the decision to, unless it's like something really, really big and noteworthy, folks, I'm just gonna give shout outs to the specific names rather than giving shout outs to every single item that ended up actually being given, because otherwise it just takes way too long for me to get through all the shoutouts and stuff. Why are you guys doing it that way? You gotta blast your way through the floor, or just jump up here and do it this way. Oh my gosh! Jeez! Also, Captain Red ended up giving me a quick little tip. Doesn't make a difference when there's 50,000 people around me. But in my setup video for YouTube, he was telling me how, like, my Xbox might actually not be getting enough air because I actually have my PS4 right on top of it. So I changed things up a little bit so it's not gonna end up overheating, which would actually cause frame rate problems and stability issues. But it doesn't really, again, it doesn't matter when we have this many people around. I want a cake! Just so that I could throw it at my enemy's face. They need, you know what character they desperately need in this game? On top of just a fist-fighting melee character, because that's actually the top recommended one that most players actually want whenever they actually talk about a character that they would want. But wouldn't it be cool if we actually had like a character with a rocket launcher? You know, like they've desperately missed having that type of an AoE crowd control type of class, you know? Man alive, what is going on? Like, seriously? But how about that megalithic update, folks? Really hyped that it's actually, like, officially confirmed now. I mean, I'm nowhere near that chest. I'm actually up over there. Ignore the stuff that you saw in my personal chest, potentially. Where did I get all of these? No, really, where did I get all of these? I need to lock these because I don't want to destroy them. Which means I gotta look through my inventory real quick. Let's see, is there anything else that I want to save? I should probably be saving a lot of that other gear that I've got, like all that shadow gear and stuff. Ooh, and then there's all those allies as well, and I want to give those to people just in the club chest, most definitely. Okay, good. At least they automatically lock all of them. Yes, they most certainly do. Blah, 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 blah. Then there's also, I think some of these allies I can end up crafting, or not crafting, but using myself here. Whoopsie daisy. Arcanium Spider, that's just another one to throw in the trash, and by which I mean throw towards other people. What about this? Prancing Pinata, there we go. And then we got the pink cookie font. Then we got this little ghost dude, which is actually one of my favorite little allies. Yup, I think I will actually use that little dude. But let's go to, is the claims menu the same as the PC version where it's going to, no. So on the PC version, the claims menu, this is what's going to end up happening. That megalithic patch video is going to probably be like an hour long because of all the content that's going to be coming with it. But yeah, we've got like on the PC version, the patch, or the collections menu, you're going to be able to see all the things that you ended up unlocking very easily, and then we would be able to just get out of that menu, go to it so that we could check it out for ourselves. I want to show you the dumb cookie font. What's happening? I'm playing this game at 2 frames a second. So here's the cookie font. Man alive, You can see it in my all adventure boxes video. What is even happening right now? Seriously? And what was the other thing that we ended up getting? Was that under rare? Yeah, because it was the prancing pinata. Get out of the menu! And then this is just gonna be the prancing pinata mount, which is beautiful. I wonder whether or not we're going to end up getting, because that's the thing too, when that megalithic update ends up coming out, there's gonna be a lot of allies and mounts and stuff like that that have been in events that ended up coming out on the PC, including the launching update. When Trove was going to launch on consoles, we actually have pinata wings, and then there's actually a gliding pinata mount and stuff like that. I don't even care. I'm not even going to try to get in this stupid dungeon then. Somebody else can complete it. But what I'm curious about is all of that stuff is clearly going to be available in your mounts section in the collections menu. But we're not going to be able to equip them because we're not going to be able to unlock them. So, really curious what's going to end up happening with that, dude. Like, are they going to end up just repeating events for the console players? But the console update from then on with the Megalithic update next month is supposed to end up staying in sync perfectly with the PC one. So, does that mean that those events would end up repeating on the PC? Which that would be kind of lame. I mean, honestly speaking, all the events, they're cool, like they're okay, but they're really, really bad because anytime an event comes out, they act like it's some big hype thing. And I mean, the last one that came out on PC was just kill 5 billion of a specific enemy type, just so that in the end you can end up getting an ally. Like, it wasn't really worth it. Anyways, let me see if I can do, I also wanted to do this. Let's actually get this Shoutout phone out of here. If I can, okay, Demon Blizzard, just because he's the only one that's on my friends list and standing right beside me. But in any case, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I know it was kind of all over the place today, but I wanted to kind of briefly talk about the subclasses, get a little bit more hype on that video if you haven't already seen it, and then just hashtag confirm that the Megalithic update is right around the corner. So thanks for watching, very much appreciate it. We'll give away 5 Streamer Dream Boxes again, so all that I ask in order to qualify, as well as if you want to just support the videos, hit that like button, and then leave a comment in the comment section down below so that I can respond to you and let you know that you've won and how you're going to actually go about getting your prize. Sign on, stay epic, everybody.